great to have an awesome, inspiring statement of purpose, but if we don't actually take a stand on it, if we're not willing to sacrifice something, time, energy, resources towards bringing it to life, it's just a branding exercise. So don't take that step unless you're ready to actually take a stand. We've seen more in this past decade than probably a lot of the decades prior that silence in itself is a stance. So make sure we know what we want so that we can make the choice that reflects that. Some of those questions that you can ask both yourself and your team. What do we actually stand for? What is that thing we would be willing to sacrifice for to bring to life? Mentioning, remember, like I said, if you're not willing to sacrifice at least some time, energy, and resources, chances are we don't actually stand for it. It's just a nice thought, right? So what do we actually stand for? Next, what do we want for people? Like I said before, not just customers or that, people in general. What do we want for our employees, our customers, the communities, and the people that they touch as well? What are we willing to commit to in that process? I talked about making a sacrifice. Put some actual lines in the sandbox. What resources am I willing to dedicate? How much time can I spend on the weekends? If I found my own personal why, what am I willing to invest in? What are there groups out there that I can support? Are there people I can teach and mentor? Do I need to financially invest in educating myself on some of these other things, right? Getting certifications. Same thing with organizations. Are we willing to spend time and energy and resources, AKA dedicated teams, things like that, to actually monitor and make sure we're making progress on these things? It's a tough question, but if you can do that, it shows real commitment to the actual why. And then finally, what non-financial people-related metrics will you chase? I work with so many organizations that are really why driven and they truly believe in what they're bringing to life. But when you look at their end of year or 2021, here's our big audacious goals, all of them are related to either growth or financial performance. Very few, if any, organizations are really good about saying, here's the impact that we plan to make at a human level in 2021. Here are the milestones and markers that we expect to hit along that way. Whether that be something like, we're going to build houses here, we're going to dig wells, like any of these kinds of things that you can actually put as milestones to chase. And you hold yourselves just as accountable to those as you do for the financial and growth metrics. If you can do that, suddenly we are really shown that you're committed to bringing this to life. And that inspires the people both inside the organization and the people outside, because we can see you live it and you breathe it. And it's the same thing with you as an individual, right? What people-related goals can you set for this next year to get you towards that best version of you? What's going to bring that to life?